Alrighty. Hey, everybody. Oh, I didn't mean to mute that. Let's have a little bit of background music there. There we go. Hey, everybody. Happy Friday. Good morning. Is it morning still? Yeah, I guess it's morning. 11. I slept in late today, at least late for me. I slept until like 9 a.m., which I guess hearing that out loud doesn't sound very late, but I usually wake up like 6 or 7. But yeah, I slept like 9 hours last night, which was pretty long, but I feel great. I guess I really needed it. Let me stop the music now. So yeah, how's everybody doing this morning? I thought I would come back on. Yesterday, like I said, I was on here doing the stream about all the compact kits, and had a lot of fun doing that, and got a few questions, but I figured I'd come back and do something like that again. No real plan. Just wanted to look at some drums online, maybe talk about recording a little bit, answer some questions, talk about making music, or whatever. It really doesn't matter. Just going to hang out, chat with you guys, and have some fun. I have nothing to do until like 4 p.m., I think. Let me check my schedule here. Where is it? Yeah, like 3:45. So, but yeah, I doubt that I'm going to stream that long. That would be crazy. I'll have to get off of here and eat some lunch at some point. Yeah, I remember, yesterday, since I was talking about all the compact drum kits, there was a couple that I didn't talk about, and I figured we could talk about those to start off, because there's a few manufacturers that make compact drums that I just sort of left out. Now, it looks like, it's really weird that the stream settings, I don't know, I was complaining about this yesterday, and I thought I fixed it. Before starting, it all looked totally fine before I came on, but now it's dropping down in the red again. I really don't understand it. All through the intro there, it was perfect. But anyway, as long as you guys can hear me and see me good enough, I guess it's okay. Hey, Mackie Icy, is that right? How's it going? Thanks for coming on the stream. Yeah, I thought my connection issues were due to my virtual cam, but that doesn't seem to be the case. I shut it off, and it's still, I don't know. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. Okay. So, anyway, sorry to scream in the mic there. We'll just have to deal with the connection problems. I don't think it's as bad as I thought it was yesterday. Once I watched the replay of the stream, it didn't look absolutely terrible. It looked actually okay for most of it. So it should be okay. Anyway, let's talk about some of this stuff. What do we got here? Right here on the left here of the screen is actually my audio, my music player. So in case you're wondering about that, what we were just hearing there was one of my newest album called Somebody's Watching You. But yeah, you can check that out. You can just stream it, or you can go to anthillrecordings.bandcamp.com. And yeah, the stream is cutting out again. I really don't understand why that keeps happening. Okay, let me try to fix this. Otherwise, I'm just going to be complaining about it the entire time. What is going on here? Okay, let's go into settings and stream. What's my output at? Am I streaming at 4K? Maybe that's the problem. Let me see something. Video. No, it's 1080p. That should be fine. And I'm using, nothing's weird. That's why I don't get it. I really don't understand why I'm losing so much quality. I don't understand. Maybe it's my Wi-Fi antenna. Let me check that real quick. Pointed it more straight up. Let's see if that helps. I can't tell. It's kind of all over the place. It goes up, then it goes down, then it goes up, and it goes down. but I don't know. Well, maybe that did help. We're back in the green, so maybe it was just my Wi-Fi antenna. All right, hopefully it'll stay that way. Okay, let's go ahead and start talking about some drums. The one company that I wanted to talk about that I didn't talk about yesterday was Pearl. So let's go to Pearl's official site, because Pearl, Jesus, now I'm down to 2 kilobytes a second. What? Why is it doing this? Anyway, I'm just going to ignore it, and hopefully it doesn't suck too bad for you guys. Let me know if like it's really bad to where like it's unwatchable. Like if my voice is breaking up or something, or it's just cutting off. But otherwise, I'm just going to keep talking. Okay, so let's look at the products. Pearl's product line. They actually do offer a couple of compact kits here. And let's talk about them. They have, down here on the bottom, the Compact Traveler, the Midtown Series, the Roadshow Junior, which is more of a kid's set, and then the Roadshow. But let's talk about all of these. So let's start off with the Compact Traveler, which is the most compact set that they offer. And this is actually one of the most compact sets being offered by anybody. Honestly, it might even beat out the Tamas as far as compactability. Is that a word? Compactability? However, I'm not crazy about these things. I mean, yeah, they're a cool idea, sort of. But they're almost too flimsy and too, they're basically just a rim with a head. Like, they don't even really have shells. Metal Rock 666 says, I just sold my Elise's Nitro Mesh. Getting a compact sounds cool 6 months from now. Cool. Yeah, that's awesome, man. I mean, if you can play acoustic drums, like if you have a situation or an environment where it allows you to do that, where you can be a little bit loud, then I highly recommend playing acoustic drums over electronic drums, personally. I mean, I know I've made a lot of electronic drum material on here, and I love electronic drums too for their purpose, but nothing beats acoustics in my opinion. The expressiveness, even if you have like the best electronic drums in the world, they're still not going to have the nuance, that a real cymbal and a real drum, they just don't. I mean, they're cool. They're a different instrument, but, acoustics are really, really fun. Of course, you don't have as many sound options with an acoustic, but you have the expressiveness that just is unmatched. Okay, let's sorry, I saw some other comments here. Mackie Icy says, thanks for the informational content. I've learned a lot, and you've answered questions that are hard to find answers to online. Oh, thank you. Especially the Les Paul vid. I gave myself a scare. Yeah, the Les Paul, in case you're wondering, like anybody else watching this is wondering about that, what he's talking about. I made a video explaining the volume knobs on the Gibson Les Paul, or Epiphone Les Paul, because it's actually kind of weird. Like if you turn, like, the volume knobs, I don't want to get too into this, but no matter where the switch is, oh wait, am I explaining this right? The volume knob, like if you have one volume knob down for either pickup all the way, it'll kill the volume on both pickups, which is really weird, but that's just how they are. That's how they're supposed to be. But if you're interested in really seeing the better explanation, you can see the video that I made about it. But yeah, it's really strange. Mackie Icy also says, Pearl has a nice variety of kits, usually good quality. Yes, they do. Pearl are a really good company. But let's continue talking about this Compact Traveler. Now, this thing is pretty cool, but it is very far from being like a real drum kit or sounding like a real drum kit, because it's, it's made for really, really compact ability. I'm just going to keep using that word even if it's not real. But from what I've heard, they pretty much sound like... I mean, the thing is like, I had a kit similar to this in the 80s, like one of the first drum sets I ever had. it was by a company called Pure Cushion, and it was called a rim set. And they made a set that was essentially this, and the whole thing fit in one bag. It was very similar to this. And it sounded okay, but overall, I probably wouldn't select this. I mean, well, let's watch a video here. Let's see what happens. Let's check this out. Can you guys hear that? I turn it up.
I'm Barry Kirch from the band Shinedown.
Yeah, see,
this is the Compact Traveler.
Does not sound very good. The snare drum, especially, I do not like at all. Kick drum's okay.
I use it for my warm-ups. I jam with the band and try to relearn songs.
But yeah, I mean, if you want something super easy to move around, pretty cool. But let's talk about some of their others. I don't want to spend too much time on that one. Let's go back to... I don't like their website, though. This is too hard to navigate. Okay, so the Midtown series. Midtown series is basically Pearl's answer to the... like the Ludwig breakbeats, as well as the Sonor kits that we looked at yesterday. Similar sizes. We have... let's see if we can get the exact sizes here so I don't say them wrong. Okay, they offer a couple, actually. They have... what's the differences here? Nothing. So these are both the same exact... Why are they listing two? Okay, let me read this. 16-inch bass drum, 10-inch rack tom, 13-inch snare, 13-inch floor tom. 13-inch snare, 13-inch floor tom, 10, 16. What's different? Oh, this one comes with a bag set. Okay. But what's nice about these, Pearl is very good quality. This bag set, let's take a look at that. Now, that is cool. That I like a lot. See, this gives you two bags to carry this thing around in, which is very nice. And it looks nice, too. Like, it just looks simple, like, tasteful, and just well done. Like, it just looks like a really good kit. And I like, if they want to do a tom suspension mount, I like their approach to it, too. Can I make that bigger? Let me see if I can find a bigger picture of that. Can't seem to find one. But this tom mount, it's not like this giant chrome piece of metal wrapping around the entire, like side of the drum, which I hate the way that looks. This one is black, so you don't even really notice it. And it's basically like 3 points of contact. There's one on the shell here, and then there's two on the lugs. So those are cool. And I also like the fact that it comes with this bass drum lift, which looks very nice. It looks like a really good design. I haven't actually played this kit, so maybe it sucks, but I highly doubt it. Pretty much all of the modern Pearl stuff that I've tried has been very, very high quality. Hardware and drums. Like, indestructible. Let me read some of these comments here. Metal Rocks asked, was there a snare wire on the Traveler? The way those work, I believe, is they have like it's like a half of a snare, like basically pushed up against the batter head. Like, so it's like the tension, it's like a spring almost. And so that's kind of why they sound a little weird. Am I too close to the mic? Am I distorting? That's kind of why they sound a little bit weird, is because they are basically, muting the head, the batter head at the same time of, creating the snare sound. So it's not the best design. I've seen other compact sets do that, and I'm not crazy about that design. It just kind of doesn't sound that great. It just sort of sounds like... But yeah, this Pearl... Let's check the price on these. What is this? The Midtown? The only problem with the Pearl stuff is it's always sold out, because, it's so popular and so good that, especially these compact and lower end Pearls, like, they're always sold out. Let's check on Sweetwater. And I bet you that it's sold out. Let's just see. Pearl Midtown. Yep. Oh, no, there's one in stock. One in stock right now. Let's see what it comes with. It doesn't come with hardware or cymbals or a pedal, but it comes with the drums, basically all the drums. And that's a cool set. What are the sizes again? Oh, I said that already. 10, 16. Oh, here it's more detailed. We have 7 by 10 inch tom, 12 by 13 inch floor tom, 14 by 16 inch bass drum, and again, poplar shells. That seems to be, basically what all of these drums are made out of. All the compact sets seem to be made out of poplar these days, which is fine. Like I talked about before, poplar sounds nice. But yeah, those are good. Okay, let's continue looking at the Pearl offerings. I can't just get back to this page without going through this song and dance. So Roadshow Junior, let's take a look at this one real quick. Now this one is more of like a kid set, like I said before. But it is small, and it's pretty nice. So let's see what we've got as far as drum sizes here. And they look cool too. Like, I love the silver sparkle. It's almost like my Tama, it's not behind me, but like the Club-Jam Mini that I have. It looks very similar, except they call theirs grindstone sparkle and then jet black. So bass drum is 16. We have 8, 10, and 13, and 12. Those are all actually really cool sizes. And plus, look, these things come with a lot of stuff. They come with a cymbal stand, a hi-hat stand, a snare stand, bass drum pedal, a junior throne. You'd need a different throne if you were an adult. 13-inch brass crash and 10-inch hybrid cymbals. Those cymbals, I'm sure, are terrible. But given the fact that it gives you all that hardware, the hi-hat stand is probably pretty low, though. So that's probably not very usable for an adult. If you're looking for a kid set, I mean, this is probably the best way to go. Because these things are nice and they come with a lot of stuff. Let's check the price on these. So Roadshow Junior, $369. Very good deal. They're cheaper now than the Questlove Pocket, and actually come with a little more stuff. So if you're looking for a kid set, I actually think this beats out the Questlove at this point. I would not, one of the things, there's like the cheap brand, Amazon brand kid sets. A lot of those are not very good. So I would avoid those. Try to get something by a major drum company like Pearl or Tama or, Ludwig. Does Tama even, I don't think Tama makes a kid set. But you could use a Club-Jam for a kid. For sure. Okay, let's continue on. I don't want to spend too much time on that one since it's a kid's drum set. Let's see if I can navigate this better. Let's just go to menu and then products. I still don't like the way this is laid out. Too many things you have to click. Okay, so after that we have the Roadshow. Now the Roadshow is a really, really cool entry-level line of drums. We had one of these over at a different school, one of the old schools that I taught at, and I was really impressed with the quality of these drums. They are very well made. And the thing is they come in a lot of different sizes. Like, there's a lot of stuff and some pretty cool looking finishes too. Like, so you can get this package here, which is basically like a bop setup, which is pretty compact, that has 18 by 12 bass drum. I love that size. That is just a great size. 10 by 7 tom, love that too. 14 by 10 tom, very good. 13 by 5 snare. All the sizes I think are amazing. It's basically like the Club-Jam, like the regular Club-Jam, but a little tiny bit smaller in some ways. Like the snare is a little bit smaller. Oh wait, no, it's not. It's the same. The floor tom may be a little bit bigger actually, because the Club-Jam comes with a 14 by 7 inch tom, floor tom. But other than that, it's actually pretty similar. So let's look at a photo of that one, and that's what that looks like. And that's basically the bop sized, Club-Jam competitor. And what's nice about this too is it has, these Pearl tom arms, like, they may look simple, and they are simple, but they just work. You know, it's like such a simple thing. It's just a bending arm, but they're solid and they work really well. And here's another one in that size, a different finish. And you also have the cymbal mount there. Very, very good option. You know, do they come with hardware? Did I read that? Yes, they do. So, you know, this one actually, if you're, instead of the regular Club Jam, let's see, Roadshow. Here we go. $529, pretty good price, and that comes with really nice hardware. Let's just take a look at here, just to clarify everything that it comes with. Okay, so it comes with the brass cymbals. We all know those aren't very good, but you could turn them into a stacker. Hi-hat stand, boom cymbal arm, snare stand, and the tom holder, a bass drum pedal, and a throne. So this is just like a killer deal. And it looks cool, and like I said before, these things are built like tanks. Like, you could, like, aside from the cymbals, I mean, you could, like, throw this thing down a flight of stairs. Not that you'd want to, but you could. And it'd probably be okay. Like, the areas where this beats the Tamas are the bass drum spurs, for sure. Like, these are, like, really solid bass drum spurs. The fact that it comes with all this hardware, which the Club Jam comes with nothing, comes with no hardware at all, except for the cymbal boom arm. And it comes with bass drum pedal. I mean, that's included in hardware. But, I mean, the only thing that I think where the Tama really kind of edges this one out is I just think in looks. Like, the Club Jam still looks cooler because it looks more vintage. But this is definitely a cool drum set, too. Like, I would totally play this. You know, and the longer I look at this page, the more I want to buy one. So I'm going to get out of here. Metal Rock says, I'm thinking 3-piece hat, snare, and kick. Well, then go with the Club Jam Mini, man. I mean, that's really all you need. Or if you want to try, take a chance and buy one of those Donners that come with everything, wait for one of their sales. I haven't tried one yet. I'm going to write them again and see if they'll send me one, because I would love to do a review on one and see, because they might just be garbage. I don't know. But they look like pretty decent, and they come with all the parts. They come with hi-hat stand, hi-hats, kick drum, snare drum, bass drum pedal, throne, and I think even sticks. So like you'd have like the entire kit. I'll look at that one again here today in case some of you are here that didn't see it yesterday. Let's go back. Okay, so Pearl Roadshows, in addition to that, the bop, you can also get all these other size configurations, which is really, really cool. I really like, not that I ever have space for this, but I love this bombastic rock size one that they have that comes with 12, 14, 16, and 22. I guess it's not bombastic so much, but it's, by today's standards, it is. Oh, and I like this one in this bronze. Let's take a look at this one. This is like their rock setup. And it's really cool that you can get like an inexpensive entry-level drum set in this configuration, 1 up, 2 down. Like, that's really cool. It's like Bonhamy looking, and like it looks simple. You have the snare stand mounted tom, virgin bass drum. I just really like these. It's funny, like Pearl back in the day, their entry-level kit was the export, but then the export became like really, really popular, and then they added, I think it was called the Vision, which became the new entry-level, and then the export kind of became like a mid-range, and then they got rid of the Vision and they added the Forum, and like still replacing that lower tier, and then they got rid of the Forum, and now they have the Roadshow. But the export now is like, again, it's like more of like a mid-range set. And that the mid-range, the export is always sold out, like in the good finishes, because $929, you're getting pretty up there, in price. But these things are really good. Let's see, is this? Oh, it's in stock for once. But the export now, what's really good about this, it comes with this really nice hardware package. 800 series hardware. It comes with a boom stand, straight stand, hi-hat stand, snare stand, and a kick drum pedal, and that's all good stuff. The P830 is a great kick drum pedal. Those are all really good. But, this is a full-size kit. But yeah, this is, just such an awesome deal. You don't get any cymbals, but you wouldn't, if you got this, it's about $1,000. You could get like a decent mid-range, like PST7 or Peisty 900 series or some mid-range Meinl classics custom. You could get these classics custom dark right here, $589 with the Pearl export. You'd have everything you need. You need one more cymbal stand to use all the cymbals that come with it. But you could get yourself a 5-piece kit that sounds really good with quality cymbals for about $1,500. Or a little more than $1,500, which would be pretty nice, for new. Okay, let's move on here out of the road shows. And I think that's it for Pearl. Yeah, there's a bug crawling on me. It's like a gnat or something. But yeah, I think that's all for the Pearl compact stuff. But let's take a look at some of their higher offerings. I cannot go without talking about the President series, and I am so happy that they redid these. Essentially, this is like, these look almost exactly like my vintage Pearl, although mine is not a President. Mine is it's called what's it called? Club Outfit. Oh, wow, they even did some more. Here, look, they have concert toms now. But this type of finish here is very similar, even though mine is more yellow, but it's a very similar thing to what I have, except for mine's an old one. But I'm really glad that they did this. This to me is just like, these are some of the nicest looking drums being made today, period. Like, they just look absolutely stunning, and they're built really, really well, like super high quality. Now I haven't seen this yet on the top here. I haven't seen these concert toms. I'm really, really interested in that. This is one I wish I had, like a giant warehouse or something where I could just put everything. But those are really cool. Nice silver sparkle. The vintage logo head. It's got the straight cymbal arm off of the bass drum. Very nice. Very nice. That's the President Series Deluxe. I think they have the regular President Series, which I believe is a little cheaper. Let's look at that one. Oh, wait. No, I guess that's it. Or did they get rid of the regular President Series? There's the Phenolic. Is that how you say that? But that one is actually more expensive, I believe. And then Pearl has a ton of other things here. There's like Crystal Beats, which is basically their Vistalite export, various export, EXX, EXL, the Decade Maple line. This is okay, Decade Maple. I forgot they have a compact. They offer a compact one in this line, and this one I really love. I came very close to buying one of these until I talked myself out of it, because I just do not need it, and I don't have space for it, nor can I really afford it. But where is it? Oh, they're not listing the size here. I know they have one, though, unless they discontinued it already. Let me look on Sweetwater. Wait, what was it called? Decade. Bop. It looks like they don't have it here anymore. I know this thing exists, though, because I have seen it. All right, let's just do a Bing search. Okay, there it is. I saw one in a store. Okay, so Drum Center of Portsmouth has one. Let's check out theirs. That's where I should be going anyways. What's going on here? This link. Ah, that's Bing Videos. No wonder why. Let's just go to their site. This is where I should have... I love these guys. Drum Center of Portsmouth. They're just such a good shop. And I love their YouTube channel, too. Pearl. Decade. Maple. Bop. Here we go. And I love this finish. This is such a cool looking finish. It's like, what do they call this? Oh, come on. Blue Mirage. The photos may not be doing it justice here. When you see this in person, and they have a pink one like this too. I saw these in a store in Florida when I was down there recently. And these things just look, there's something about that finish. It's got this satiny look to it. They look so nice. But, you know, you're a little bigger here than most of the sets we were talking about. This is like standard bop sizes. You have like 18 by 14, 12 by 8, 14 by 14, and 5.5 by 14 inch snare. But these things are, you know, really nice. It's still smaller than my Pearl. Well, the bass drum is. Everything else is the same. But very cool drums. And affordable. Affordable for maple shells. You know, $7.99. You get no hardware or anything with them. But they're still really cool. Indeed. All right, let's see what else we've got. In the pearls. Oh, I'm I'm like looking at the wrong webpage. Okay. I need more coffee. And yes, I am wearing the same clothes as I was wearing yesterday. But I didn't wear them the whole time. I changed and then I put them back on. Masters Maple. I mean, there's so many. And you can, like, if you get in there higher up stuff, like I think like the Masterworks and all these things, you could basically custom order anything you want from Pearl. Any sizes. So you could get like probably, you know, a 16-inch bass drum in anything, you know, if you really wanted to. Let's just look at one more. Reference Pure. And, you know, Pearl's high-end stuff, it starts to get a little too gaudy looking for me. You know, kind of like the Tama stuff. But I think it's better. It's not as furniture-y looking. like that looks cool. That one looks pretty cool. And the thing is, too, with Pearl is, like, they have, like, 80 bajillion finishes you can select from. Where is the finish options? Components. 60 ways to make it custom. That's just crazy. Thinner, lightweight shells. That sounds good. I like the sound of that. Anytime I see light and drums in the same sentence, I'm happy. And that looks cool. Yeah, I mean, see, the Pearl stuff, even the high-end stuff, like, I could be down with that. Totally. What's this one? Black. I've just been interested in these black sets lately. A little too much going on the toms. I don't know. I get, like I said, I know a lot of people out there like that stuff, obviously, because they keep making it. But personally, I'm more into the simple look. But I think a lot of people are too, because, I mean, that is pretty obvious with the success of their President line. Like that, everybody's playing those things now. You see like tons of videos of people playing the President series because they just look cool. People like that old vintage look. Okay, let's talk about another company. Another P word. PDP, because they offer some pretty nice compact kits too. Oh, and they still have the... Somebody brought up wood hoops. I think that was... who was that yesterday? Somebody brought up wood hoops, but I can't remember. But it looks like they still do make that one. I thought it was discontinued. Okay, let's look at drum sets. So we have the New Yorker is a compact kit. And it's similar to, you know, the sizes are similar to the breakbeats, the Ludwig breakbeats. And it comes in some pretty funky looking finishes. Of course, black and green. Out of this, you know, these, I'm not crazy about that green. It looks kind of snot. But the black looks nice, and I like the pink, too. Well, they call it Pale Rose Sparkle. But that's a nice looking kit, too. Can we get a bigger shot? There we go. And PDP stuff is very well made as well. I own a few of their stands. I have a PDP throne, a snare stand, and I've had some pedals. I have a double kick drum pedal that's lasted me like 20 years. Has it been that long? No, 10 years. Or like 12 years, something like that. But PDP stuff's great. So they have the New Yorker. Then they also have the Daru Jones New Yorker, which is... Actually, this one is even more compact because you have those flatter toms and the skinnier bass drum. So this thing is actually really nice. I like this one a lot. And I love him as a drummer. He's a great drummer. It's very cool. Let's check this out.
Daru Jones, New York. It's a certain grit, I think, that comes from being in New York. It's all or nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got to get it in because the next man is waiting to take your gig. So, and you got to come with it. You know, the drum machine thing did its time, and it's cool, but now a lot of albums and music you hear out, people are adding the live instrumentation back, so that's what the New York scene is about now.
That's a kind of a strange looking riser on that thing. I don't know if you guys can really see that, but that looks odd. I wonder if I can get a more close-up picture of that. Let's see. Did I just scroll past it? Is that even a riser? Yeah, it appears to be on some kind of riser. But they're not showing us a real close image of it. But anyway, these are really cool. I just really want to see what that bass drum riser looks like. DW Ultralight hardware pack included. Now that right there is just amazing. And it has these so it includes all this stuff. This gives you basically everything you need except for the cymbals. So we have shell sizes 5x10, 7x14, 10x18, and 6x13. This is a really, really good option. I mean, this one I would put up there as one of the best, probably one of the best compact options you could get, you know, for a full piece kit, or full 4-piece kit. You know, that DW lightweight or ultralight hardware is really nice too. It's very light. So, very cool set. I think that's about all of the compact stuff that PDP offers, though. Let's take a look at some more of these and see. Well, okay. I mean, it just depends on if you consider a bop set compact. I have been talking about them. But so this is that Concept Maple that I was talking about yesterday, and this is a really cool kit. Doesn't come with snare. I don't think it comes with hardware either. But these are, given the fact that they have, okay, so, you know, given the fact that they have wood hoops actually will decrease the weight of your drums quite a bit. So that actually would make this easier to carry than a lot of things, given the fact that it has all wood hoops. And it looks cool, too. I really like the look of it. It's simple, just all wood hoops. And this one comes in, you know, various... Oh, that's not an 18. That's a 20. Is that really? Oh, no, this is 18. It says shell size is 14 by 18. But why here it says... Am I missing something? See, this says 23 piece. There's no option for an 18-inch down here. This has got to be some kind of error. Because that definitely looks like an 18 right there. Or maybe if I click on the 20. Oh, okay, so yeah, that's what it is. That was my bad. So there's the 20, which those are great. Oh, man, I love that size configuration. 14 by 20, not for moving it around, but as far as sound goes. 14 by 20, 9 by 13, and 16 by 16. I love a 20-inch kick with some bigger toms. This is like basically the setup I have at the studio on that Slingerland that I play. And that's probably my favorite size configuration. I just like having those bigger toms. I would even play a 13 and 16 with an 18-inch bass drum. That might start to look a little weird, but I would dig that sound, though. I think that would be cool. So, yeah, these come in a lot of different variations. You can have, like, the bop, the 20, the 22, 24, and a 26-inch bass drum. That's too big. Too big for me. Those giant bass drums, they never sound that great, in my opinion. I mean, John Bonham would get them to sound good, but that was before they were close micing anything. And they usually don't sound that much bassier either. I don't know. They just sort of start to lose attack. And, like, I'm not a big fan of huge bass drums, to be honest. But 24 is okay. I had a kit with a 24-inch bass drum, and it sounded good. It was a Ludwig that I used to play that had the 24. But another thing I don't like about 24s too is then it gets harder to put my toms where I like, because I like them to be kind of flat, you know, and I like them to be. If the bigger the bass drum you have, the further apart everything's going to be, because it takes up so much real estate. That's why I like 20s and 18s, because you can kind of pull everything in a little bit closer. Let's see. Cone has the best tom setup. 3 up, 2 down. 3 up, 2 down. Yeah,